We go to later in the afternoon and round 14 of the Bankfin Touring Car Series, and it's Michael Briggs who qualified fastest on
old tyres.
On old tyres. That's quite amazing, isn't it?
Absolutely. You know, that goes back to what we were saying earlier on about the new tyres versus the old tyres. The less rubber they've got on, the longer they last.
Yeah, you know, this is an incredibly slippery track with all the dust on it, and if you just go offline. But what I'm trying to do here is sort of find the limits in a practice session, because I don't want to be doing that in the race. It's been a lot of hard work to put the car on pole, and I don't want to ruin that in the race. I want to go out and stand in front when I'm there. So.
Michael Briggs in pole position. Let's see if he can stay in front. He's got Dion Joubert on his left-hand side, and behind him, Sean Watson-Smith, winner of round 14. They're into the first corner, and Michael is kept ahead.
Dion's on the inside. Now listen to him stabbing at the throttle. He's looking for the grip. He wants the car to turn in with the back to come round. He's got good drive coming out of there. Up into turn 2, this the very tight first gear right-hander. Hard on the brakes, and he's looking for a turn in. Michael's run wide there.
Well, Dion Joubert just returned from a sojourn to the States, where he drove a stock car, and we're in car with Sean van der Linde, who we saw go out in that first heat with a smashed car. The team done a brilliant job in rebuilding it.
Right, and he's got race 1 leader for most of the race there, Marco dos Santos, ahead of him as they turn through another quick sweep right onto the back straight.
So we've got Michael Briggs, Dion Joubert, Sean Watson-Smith. Behind them is the first of the Nissan Primeras. That's Janelle de Villiers. And, oh gosh, Dion goes round the inside. Sean Watson-Smith has a look as well. We've got a new leader, Dion Joubert, in the Petronas Opel.
And that's Mike defending from Sean as they turn in through the second of the very tight hairpins. Right, look at the sun, how low it is. It's going to be in their eyes. They've got to be careful looking for the apex of the corner here.
In car with Anthony Taylor, a man who won one round, or has won one round of the Bankfin Touring Car Series this year at Kyalami, and it's a bit of door handle stuff. Coming, finishing the first lap. Dion Joubert manages to keep his lead.
As Briggsy up around the outside, but look, he's kept his second place.
As the rest of the field, 2 abreast. We're looking back from Mike Briggs's car in second position. We're looking at winner of round 13, Sean Watson-Smith. He's having a great race meeting today.
I'll tell you what, the Opels are really going today. They've done their homework and they've come out, and these cars are flying.
So we've got Joubert, Briggs, Watson-Smith as the rest of the field follows them in. This has been superb racing so far at the Phakisa circuit.
It's been absolutely fantastic. Part of the reason of using the short track was to keep the cars bunched up. Just a pity that it's so cold. You know, the track temperature is something like 17 degrees. These tyres really like 30 degrees.
So we've got Watson-Smith, Taylor and Briggs as they head down to the right-hander. This is the battle for second position.
Right, who's got the big ones up around the outside?
Anthony Taylor is the man, and Michael Briggs dives down the inside of Watson-Smith. We've got Dion Joubert up ahead. We're in car with
Duncan's been hit.
He's been hit behind, and he's taken out Watson-Smith. Michael Briggs has spun as well. It's all over the park.
Duncan didn't have a chance there. He got smacked from behind, and he really was a passenger as he drove into Watson-Smith.
And Duncan Voss looks like he's on. Yes, he's turned it round as well. That was with Chris Aberdeen. So
look where he's parked. And you remember the steering angle we spoke about? He's looking to try and turn the car around. And there's George Bezuidenhout and Sean van der Linde going off wide there.
It's all over. It must be totally slippery out there.
Well, yeah, look at the dust. You can actually see the dust blowing across the track there. That dust gets into the track, and oh man, it's really slippery.
Duncan Voss, he's not going anywhere, is he? So it's Joubert, Taylor, Marco dos Santos, and dos Santos starting 7th, suddenly is up in 3rd position.
Yeah, well, all the other guys are parked at the side of the track there.
There's Duncan leaving his car. Now, that's in a nasty part of the circuit. In fact,
red flag.
So nasty, they are stopping the race.
Right, let's have a look at a replay there at that incident. Right, you got the Primeras coming in. That's Marco dos Santos. He's tagged another Primera, 2nd time in 2 races, and Duncan's a passenger into the Opel.
Right.
Can't do anything there.
So that's how Sean Watson-Smith came off. That's how dos Santos got all the way up to 3rd position. And here we see Duncan
another
spin.
Replay. Yeah, Duncan turning in on the Audi. Didn't leave him any room. Again, the wheel lock of the cars is not enough wheel lock.
Mark Peters has to avoid. Cliff Wilkinson avoids, as does Byron Burta, and Janelle de Villiers way back. Now we're going to the restart now. They've restarted the race. Janelle de Villiers hasn't made the restart.
No, he hasn't. Oh, you've got Sean right on the outside of the Audi. Now he's going to get the drive to go into this turn 2, which, remember, first gear, very tight. He's going to hard on the brakes, and he turns it in. Beautiful stuff. And he's got the drive. He's got beautiful track position there. Hard on the gas, out the corner and down onto the back straight there.
So up ahead we have Dion Joubert, followed by Marco dos Santos. Once again, De Santos behind an Opal.
Are we going to see a repeat of what happened on the first race, or is this Marco's revenge?
Well, of course, Sean Watson-Smith, the man who was with De Santos at that time, and Sean way back at the moment. So here is Dion Joubert. We're in car with Sean van der Linde in the first of the Sassel BMWs. He's in 5th position at the moment. This is... what's
into
this?
the long right-hander here. Now, it's very, very slippery offline with that Audi. Audi's run wide. Now, down hard on the brakes. First gear, turn it in, get it onto the apex, feed the power in as they come out. Marco's actually closed in on Dion Joubert there. Have a look at that.
Marco De Santos really is the find of this season in Bankfin touring cars.
And I'll tell you what, they've got that Privateer Primera really working well. The guys have put in a lot of hard work. He's got factory spec engine, but still needs a little bit of good driving.
On to lap 6, still Dion Joubert, but now Marco's right up behind him.
And Marco's pushing him. Right, there we got the rest of the pack coming through after the whole mix-up of the second start. Now, we must remember that we take the time of the first part of the race and add that to the time of the second part of the race, and the guy with the shortest combined race time, he's going to be the guy who wins the race. So let's see how it all pans out.
Well, as you can see, it's getting a bit dark, and Sean van der Linde has spun it again and seems to have taken a knock there for the second time in the weekend, and that's his bumper.
Well, you know, we were talking about the margin for error. These guys, they are really, really on the limit all the time. 5 k's an hour, too quick, and you've thrown the car away. There's the Audi showing the evidence of that crash. Now he's rubbing a tyre against the bodywork. I don't think it's going to last.
Well, it's been all action here at the Phakisa freeway. Sean Watson-Smith chasing the BMW through, and that Audi is going to lose some tyres.
Right, 4 to lap 10. Now you've got Marco. Look at him. He's moving left and right, trying to get Dion to think where he's going to go, but that Opal is really quick through the fast part of that corner over there. Right, coming into this tight first gear right-hander. Get the drive out. Marco's got good one here.
Marco right up beside, going to have a look on the outside of the next corner. He's Joubert almost forcing him up a little bit.
And look how he turns in to come up the inside. Now remember, we're going into turn 1, which is a left-hand corner. Marco's going to, yeah, there he goes, up the inside. Now remember, it's slippery there.
Let's see what he can do. It's, well, they're neck and neck as they go. This corner goes round on itself.
Goes on forever. Yeah, small touch, but remember, both of these guys want to win. They're desperate for it. This is hard racing, good close stuff.
Now Marco's on the right-hand side. You can't see him at the moment.
Up the inside.
And he's
one back. Wee, Marco. Another one.
Oh, no love lost here.
That's not just kissing each other. That's, well, hell, get out the way. I'm coming through.
And Marco De Santos takes the lead of round 14 of the Bankfin Touring Car Series. Nice bit of driving there.
Yeah, look, it was a bit close, but, you know, that sort of nudging of paint, yeah, it's marginally acceptable. Good stuff. Marco's through into the lead. Now, what he's got to do, he finished quite a way behind on the first part of the race. He finished way behind. He's got to pull out 4 seconds. I hope his pit crew have got in touch with him and said to him, Marco, stick your head down and go like a bat out of hell.
Well, with somebody as experienced as Dion Joubert behind him, it's not going to be that easy to get a 4-second lead when all the cars are so competitive.
No, it's certainly not going to be easy.
And out of a 3rd position, Anthony Taylor parks his engine Audi. Mark Peters, and Mark has spun for the 2nd time of the meeting. He's really not having a good day.
No, and he's battling to find a gear. Right, there he goes, across the dirt, brings some more dirt to the track. There you go.
Well, Sean van der Linde has in fact lost his bumper, but it's the last lap again. It's Marco De Santos, it's Dion Joubert. Are we going to see the Primera Opal dice that we saw in round 13? Well, there is the winner of round 13, Sean Watson-Smith.
But you know what? Marco hasn't got that 4-second lead that he needs to win on combined race time.
Well, he does cross the line in 1st position ahead of Dion Joubert, his delighted team. Think that he has won, but he in fact finished 2nd.
And when you add the race times together, there's 2.5 seconds in it.
Terry Moss and Chris Aberdeen complete a good afternoon's racing for Engine Audi, and it's Joubert's first win for Opal.
I'm very happy. I'm so impressed with my guys. You know, in the first race we had a big crash with Sean van der Linde, and they fixed the car, and really I could feel no different to the car, and it was just fantastic. Starting on a little bit because the alternator belts fell off, but at the end of the day the battery lasted and we were lucky, and I was just very, very happy. I haven't won a race since 1995, so I can add to my win rate, and I'm just very happy.
Delighted Zion Joubert with Marco dos Santos and Terry Moss. And Marco dos Santos' performance at Phakisa take him to second position in the championship, still 64 points behind Janelle de Villiers, and Duncan Foss only 2 points behind. In the Manufacturers' Championships, well, Nissan have run away with it, but Audi, BMW, that clash will be taken to East London on the 16th of October for the next round of the Bankfin Touring Car Series.